Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to y'all's message. It's gonna say June, but it's timeless. I know I always say I'm gonna start uploading regularly. Hopefully, I actually really start sticking to it now. I've just been really busy with both of my other two jobs, especially literally since March happened. It's just been ridiculously busy, and I've also gone through a little bit of a depression right now. This year has not been the best year from literally the first day of the year. So my energy is kind of low. I'm trying to get it back. I'm trying to refine myself, if that makes sense. I think everybody goes through this at some point, but I just haven't really been my perky, upbeat self lately. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now. So I took a little bit of time trying to get everything under control. Right now, I'm just going to be posting videos whenever I have time to post a video, whenever I have any downtime. But we're going to get right into y'all's message and see what's going on. So let's get right into it. The Sagittarius, what message does Sagittarius need to know? You guys have the Sun card in the reverse. The Four of Pentacles. I'm going to put it up right, but I'm going to read it both ways. The Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so I see how the story is starting to develop because this is what I was thinking. Uh-oh. You guys have... Okay, Libra got that card too like that. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. You guys have the Hermit in the reverse, the Death card up right, and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse as well. All right. And you guys have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. There are no air. There's no air at all. This is all deeply emotional and energy driven. So first what I'm getting is that since there's no air, it doesn't feel like you guys are being mentally stimulated at this time. Which means that you could be kind of in the state of just boredom. There's not a lot of wands here either. The only fire card you really have is the Sun card, and that's in the reverse, which means that for many of you, your energy could just be completely just shot and depleted at this time. Or either you're not seeing, your energy could be shot and depleted with certain connections that are happening in your life right now, where it's okay, it's best to let go. I do feel like this is something that you're having to put exert a lot of energy into. I'm picking up a lot of heavy work related energy with this right now. I do feel like you're tired, you don't have any more passion, but you also, you're kind of over it. With the five of cups in the reverse, you're over a situation that you don't really want to take the load of anymore. You just want to give it up. Your mind's made up that you don't want to sit in this for too long. You don't feel like you're getting a bargain out of this. And you're ready for new things to come in, but you have to be able to let something go that is of routine and to be able to jump into something new. But right now it's just delayed. I don't see when that delay is going to change right now, but they're saying that right now you could be looking at things from a very disdainful way. You're waiting, you're wondering when is that new beginning going to come in, because you kind of feel stuck. You're not necessarily happy where you are right now. You want to disband, especially if this is work. You want to separate from this job because you don't feel like this is anywhere that you can move. You don't feel like this isn't going to move in the pace or the direction that you want it to. At the moment. I do feel like you're trying to figure out what direction it is that you want to go in. I do see that for some of you, your ego has been shot with this. There is no freedom of expression, I feel like, as well. Or like when you try to express yourself, it's almost like you're shut down almost immediately. And this isn't the type of working relationship that you will want. I wish I could show y'all these cards, but I can, but I need to get another camera that goes like right here or whatever, so then it like looks down, so then I can figure out how to do it. But they do say there is a change that's coming. You guys are in this transformative state right now where things are ending, like a lot of other people. Things are ending in some way, and because of this, where you feel like you're stuck, you don't really want to put any more energy into something that you don't feel valued at. I do feel like you're going to get out of this situation at some point. For some of you, this could be like 5 months, which is basically the end of the year when this happens. But I do feel like you guys are holding on to some type of a relationship, some type of commitment here that you no longer necessarily want to be in. And you're only holding on to it because it gives you some type of security. It gives you some type of safety net. But you aren't emotionally fulfilled anymore, is what I'm picking up. I do feel like this huge energy of just being drained, but you're not getting anything out of it. I feel like it's almost like that feeling of, I'm just going to give as much as I get back. I'm not giving anything else. And so like you're trying to sustain your energy at this point because you're so unhappy in how this is going, that you're just like, if I'm not going to get anything back in return, I'm going to do the bare minimum. I'm going to give them what they're giving me, which is nothing. And it's almost like you've emotionally withdrawn from the situation to the point that you don't even feel anything anymore. And you almost kind of don't care like what direction this goes in anymore. You just want the direction to end. You just don't want it to spin in that direction anymore. And I do feel like it's not going to move forward past where it is right now. It's just stuck and it's standing still. You all are going to, and this is happening now, you're trying to figure out what direction it is that you want to go in. What's going to bring in that new beginning for you? What are my skill sets? What am I good at? What can I lend my resources to? Where can I go to help in the next venture of my life that's going to bring me that happiness that I've been wanting? I don't see that really coming until we get until Scorpio season. And I feel like this is going to be on the end of Scorpio season, closer to you all's season, when something comes to an end. That ending happens and you're able to move forward. For some of you, I feel like this could be a situation where something ends and you're just like, okay, what do I do? I didn't think about this. Now, what am I going to do? I've exerted too much energy into this. Or you're going to be not exerting too much energy into it, but you're going to be putting a lot of your energy elsewhere in order for this breakup to come, in order to initiate this breakup. But I feel like when we get into Virgo season, that Virgo new moon is when you're going to start really looking at what skills you have. And something about resumes, you could be putting your resume out there. You could be looking at other opportunities, refining something. You're going to be refining some type of skills in order for something to come to an end, is what I'm picking up. I do feel like you're not going to be putting any more energy into this. And that's why the wheel is not going to be spinning anymore. And other people are going to be taking notice of that as well. For some of you, this could lead to some type of conversation that happens about where somebody feels you're lacking. And you could also end up telling them, well, I'm lacking because I'm not seeing any return in the effort that I'm putting into what it is that you want from me. What are you giving me in exchange? Because I don't feel like I'm getting anything. I feel like that's the conversation that could happen for many of you. This is almost similar to what the Libras had. So if you have, if you're a Sagittarius with a strong Libra placement somewhere, go look at Libras, because Libras was also about not putting energy into relationships that they just don't feel needed anymore, especially after speaking up. I only remember the Libra reading because I just did it right before I did y'all's. Why is the Sun card here in the reverse? What is this disappointment? Why do you not feel this fulfillment? Why do you feel this dimming in the light? dimming of the light. Something about you don't feel like your full potential is being exploited out there. You don't feel like you can be your true self wherever you are. You almost feel like you're stifled, is what I'm picking up. That was quick. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. You're tired of waiting for this new beginning to come in. So yeah, you are bored. You're not putting that effort anymore. You're like, what's the point? I'm not seeing anything new come of this. Why am I going to keep putting energy into something that isn't going to bring me that happiness and that fulfillment, that prosperity, that new beginning that I'm wanting? It's almost like that feeling of, in relation to work, it's that feeling of, I'm just making somebody else richer while I'm getting poorer. I'm fulfilling somebody else's dream while I can't even do mine. And I feel like that's where a lot of you are at right now. Like, what's my dream? What do I want to go towards? Because I don't want to be here forever. And a lot of you have a disdain for this now with that energy. Just like, okay, I put all this work into it. I'm not getting anything out of it. Now I'm only having bad memories of this that I once enjoyed. What's the Sun card in the reverse for? Yeah, you're spent. Your energy is shot with this. You don't feel valued. You don't feel appreciated. You have a bad taste in your mouth about whatever this is now. It's something that you once thought that you were going to enjoy, that you were enjoying. And now you're just completely disbanding it. You're not putting in as much effort anymore. You're only giving it as much as you want to give it at this point. And while you're looking for something that's going to be more fulfilling. Again, I do see you moving toward something new as we get to your season. Many of you could be starting something new around that time, and you're going to definitely be letting go of something. There's a power struggle that many of you are feeling surrounding this. What's the Four of Pentacles here in the reverse? Why are you staying where you are right now? You're waiting for the right opportunity to move forward with something, but you're staying where you are because of the security that you feel from it. Because right now you don't have what it is that you desire. You, again, there it is. You are going to get out of this, but it's going to come once you actually get all the details situated in order to start something new. For some of you, you could be starting something completely new when we get by the end of August season, and we get into Virgo season. But for the majority of you, I don't see that this disbandment is really coming until we get closer to your season during Scorpio season. I do see you're going to be going towards something where you can really take charge, use some form of creativity to get where you want to get to. You're going to be keeping this close to home. You're not going to be telling too many people about this. This is a very emotional thing. But there's this emotional security that you feel right now that, okay, I want to move forward, but I can't right now because I have to take care of this. Excuse me. But there is going to come a point where, and this could happen in August for some of you, where it's like that August Virgo season, in the Leo season going into Virgo season, or during your season for the majority of you, where you're just like, your emotions come too much and you're just like, I just don't care. I'm not doing this anymore. This isn't going to continue putting food on my table. This is already giving me some type of scarcity. I don't feel secure where I'm at, so I'm just going to leave it completely. What's the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, please, for the Sagittarius? There's that fulfillment, not being fulfilled. Yeah, you don't feel like they're... With this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, nothing's going to be moving forward. You're putting it into it, and you're going to be letting somebody know what the problem was with this Knave of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Swords, oh my God, what am I saying? The Page of Swords, the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the Nine of Swords. You're going to be letting somebody know where you aren't feeling that fulfillment anymore and why this is giving you a lot of anxiety, where it's just like you're just not satisfied where you are. And in order for you to get to that satisfaction, you're going to be letting somebody know, like, I have to let this go. It's too much. I'm not happy here anymore. I have to let this go. What's the Hermit card in the reverse for? I feel like there could also be somebody that's very critical of the work that you're putting out, and that's going to push some of you to letting this go completely. And this is the universe's way. The more critical somebody is getting, and I feel like it's being done in a very mean way, very harsh way. I don't want to say mean, but very harsh way, where it's just like somebody is putting their opinion into the work or the efforts that you're putting into something. And so this is what's going to cause you to diligently refine your skills on paper to go towards something new. And I feel like that's going to come around October for many of you. There we go, right there. There's the writing. There's a lot of sword energy here as well. We are in Gemini season when I'm doing this. So like there's a lot of overthinking that's going on. There's a lot of what skill set do I have? What new things have I learned? Where can I put this towards next? Is what I'm picking up, because the Gemini is the last season of, I mean, not the last season, the last sign of the first quarter of the year. So you're ready for a new transition in life. And then we have the Temperance card. Yeah, again, I'm picking up very strong that new moon in Sagittarius, when we get to you all season, you are going to be signing something, creating something new, starting something new that you are going to have that happiness and that fulfillment with. What's the Death card, please? Transitions. Transitions, transformations, death, rebirth, endings, beginnings. Letting go, shedding your skin. There's the decision to move forward. Look at that. Like I said, you're going to be leaving behind this feeling of emptiness that you've been feeling after you get clear on what it is that you want. You're going to have that transition. And it's funny that I said transitions, endings, beginnings, because that's what the Death card is about. This card. That's what the Death card is about. Deaths, rebirths, transitions, transformations. And then this Six of Swords came out, which is a transitory? Is that even a word? Transitory card is where you're moving from one thing to the next, but you have to get clear on what it is that you absolutely want to do, where you want to go, because you're not happy where you are right now, and you feel like this is bringing you down in the moment. You have to make that decision about which direction you want to go. You will be successful in this too, and you are going to see something new open up. I do see a lot of you leaving some type of job income behind that you're not going to be sad about. And you're going to be starting something new. I definitely feel by your season, there is something new that's going to be coming in. You just have to be a little bit more patient with this. But whatever comes in, whatever you're going to be doing, it has some type of excitement. It has some type of flexibility with it. There's a lot of knowledge with it too. So you could be speaking. It could be public speaking. It could be something with contracts. It could be something doing with the Justice Department. But you are going to be signing some type of a contract at that point. And I feel like it's a very lucrative deal that you're going to be getting. Okay, let's get your Oracle card. Only one. And I'm going to read this one to you. Maybe that's what this last half of the year is supposed to be about, is about ending certain relationships and connections with people in order to see new ones come in. Because the way Libra is set up too, theirs closely resembles you all's. To me, you all's reading message resembled more on a economic level versus Libra was more of a personal level. There we go. Between Worlds. They're telling me to get one more card, even though I only wanted to pull one. And then you have Enchanting Gifts. I'm going to read both of these to you. 3. Okay. Wow, look at that. Transitions is y'all's word of the day. You have transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another, temporary blindness, no man's land. Okay, so this one says, for the oracle message, it says, between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eye of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so and you will not be disappointed. Prosperity message says for Between Worlds, in your work, sometimes you try things that have worked for others, hoping that you too will be successful. When this symbol appears, it reminds you that sometimes the path to your prosperity is a gamble. Win or lose, you can learn much from what comes of your wager. It's a good time to bet on your skills and talents in new and different arenas. Remain curious and with the right combination of timing and luck. You will stumble upon something golden that will be unlike anything you've ever known before. And then we have exchanging gifts, which 27 says, it's this little pink card with a cat and a ballerina coming out the box. It says the law of giving and receiving, currency, trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining value. You're entering into a productive and enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them. Yet in order to honor them, you must put in the time, exchange your experience and skills, and commit heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. Excuse me. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You must engage in a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear guide your choices, you could deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not a time of just do. Use your currency wisely and be mindful of the value others bring to your life. All right. I'm going to read the prosperity message in this too. All your hard work and efforts, your commitment to learning, creating, and spending your time wisely, pay off in ways you may not have been anticipating. The gifts of yourself, your time, your ideas, and the energy of your intentions. You are being reciprocated by the universe, which is sending you signs and signals, aligning synchronistic meetings and opportunities to bring you success and more. Everything is an exchange. Keep doing what you're doing. Goodwill comes back tenfold. All right, Sagittarius, that's all I have for you all. And I will see you all on the next message that I post. Thanks.